Oh, look who's here. There's lots of questions. I took notes. All right, yeah. All right, first we're going to start with not a question.
Okay.
Can you thank Damian for making me cry from laughing so hard when you stuck your gum on the table in a panic?
You seen that? We're professionals around here, Shelby. Okay. Yeah, these are things that people watching TV don't see, but when you do like Facebook Lives, you sort of get an in behind the scenes now and then. And yeah,
Nothing can hide.
Yeah.
Jasmine asks, how do you relax after a long day of recording/shooting?
Sometimes you honestly be that tired that it's not hard. You put on Netflix and you fall asleep. But it's a bit more interesting after tours. I sort of struggle a bit for a couple of weeks, being like getting back into normal life and not having a schedule where you have to be somewhere, at a certain point every day, every time. 3 p.m. sound check, like 6 p.m. meet and greet, 8 p.m. show, like all this stuff catering at a certain time. So 4 months of that, getting back into normal life, I sort of struggle for a little bit. But it's just important to discipline yourself, get a good routine, a healthy routine. Yeah, I would say that. So.
Rock and roll. What was your reaction in breaking up is hard to do when Ryan Neal put on?
I mean, I think it's there for all to see. Very funny. Yeah, it was very funny. The funniest part was when they randomly did it and I wasn't expecting it. One of those shows, they just randomly broke out and I had no idea it was coming. And I think I laughed my way through the song. It was really hard keeping a straight face. So yeah, that was it.
Jasmine wants to know if you're ever going to do a duet with Colm Keegan.
Colm is great. Colm, I would love to. He's teaching full time now, so he's back into. He's got a son. He's got a wife. His life's done a complete 180. So, which is great. Good for him. I definitely support that. It's like good for you, man. You did what you wanted for 5 years, and then you're back to normal life. That's great. Because there's a lot to be said for not touring and having the insecurity of being a musician is terrible at times. Financial insecurity of it all. So, hopefully someday. Who knows? Yeah.
All right, very important question. Hannah wants to know who the best dancer of the group is.
Oh, me. Without question. Without question. It's... I'm kind of joking, but I'm kind of not. In fact, I'm not joking at all. It is most definitely me. Yeah, it's, like Ryan and Neil are, a little, a bit older. Like, it's you hear a little creak now and then when they do a little, when they like pop a knee or something. Or Michael's a bit fresh too, but Michael actually moves pretty well. He's like the silent assassin. Emma Call's a bit like myself, very committed, just not very good. So yeah, it's like it's picking the best of a bad bunch, to be honest.
So Kayla wants to know that if the wig wasn't planned. At least you didn't know about it.
Initially, the wig was not planned. Yeah, no. The wig was not planned. So initially, the real reaction was laughter because it was hilarious.
Colleen wants to know when your Hallmark movie is coming to the Hallmark channel this year.
It's not officially a Hallmark movie yet, Colleen. They're looking into distribution for it. They're aiming for theater, so there might be a theatrical release. It's going to be November. So there might be a theatrical release, and I think their biggest aim is ABC Family. So there has, as far as I know and understand, there has been an offer in from Hallmark, but they're aiming for a couple of different avenues and wherever's best to get it distributed. So yeah, as soon as I find out, I'm sure people will learn. So it's going to be interesting because I'm on tour in November at the time. And there's going to be a European premiere and a US premiere, so I don't really know how I'm going to do that. Be in 2 places at one time. But we'll worry about that when the time comes. So.
Sounds like a lot of air miles are in your future.
That's my life, man. Painful. Absolutely painful. The 6 a.m. flight to San Antonio, I can't wait to get over.
Eunice wants to know what the funniest prank any of you ever played on each other was.
That's the thing. There is so many. There's stories been told in the past. I'm sure the fans would know a better prank than I would, because my memory is the worst thing in the world. I honestly don't even know. Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see. If you could sing with anyone in the world, who would it be and why?
Chris Martin. Love his voice. Love their style. Love his songwriting.
What song are you singing? In this dream.
In this dream, I sing with Chris Martin. Look at the stars. Has to be Yellow, doesn't it? I love Yellow.
All right, sold. Let's see. Paige wants to know who the biggest prankster is.
Right now, it's a group effort. It depends on who wakes up on what side of the bed. Yeah, in the early days, I would say it was George or Keith or Paul. With this current group, there's a little more respect between the five of us, so the pranks are a little less. But honestly, it just depends who wakes up on what side of the bed. It could be any one of the five. Yeah, so.
Very important question. This is a serious one. Hannah wants to know who the guy is who attracts the most ladies.
That's an interesting question, because it depends what demographic you're talking about. So obviously for the Celtic Thunder demographic, the older guys do very well. There's a lot of it's everybody attracts a different demographic. Ryan attracts a certain demographic, Neil attracts a certain demographic, Emmett, Michael, myself. So honestly, there's no real answer to that. Everyone has their own thing, attracts their own people, and yeah, I think that's kind of it. I don't.
Very diplomatic answer. Well done. Well done.
I'm afraid one of the guys will see this and I'm gonna hear about it.
All right. This Ashley has 2 emoji-filled questions. If you had to swap bodies with one of the guys from Celtic Thunder for a day, who would it be and why?
Oh God. Nobody. If I had to swap with one of the CT guys, I would safely say I would rather be myself. Yeah, I'm firmly okay with that decision.
All right.
And they would say the same thing, and rightfully so.
Most embarrassing moment on stage?
I fell up the stairs one time. Yeah, coming on to stage. We did a song called Raggle Taggle Gypsy, and it was on tour 5, 6, 7 years ago. I was coming up to enter the stage, and I fell up the stairs. So I landed on like the top ender of the stage. So the first thing people seen of me was landing on my hands. I mean, I bounced back up pretty quickly because I was young back then. But yeah,
as opposed to now,
where it would probably hurt a little bit more. But yeah, I would say it was that for sure.
All right. Back to Ace. Oh, we gotta go back? All right. Well, he's being pulled back by the powers that be. So I think we have one more shot with you after this pledge break. And so have at it. I think you go catch a flight. All right. We'll be back. So hang around.